On the Kelly Files tonight, a healthcare story getting international attention now. Edie Sunby is a wife, mother, and a stage 4 cancer survivor. And she is about to lose her healthcare plan like the millions we reported on at the top of the hour. But when the 62-year-old wrote about her struggle in the Wall Street Journal, the White House directly challenged her account. No empathy was offered, but a challenge was offered, suggesting Edie was incorrect about the, quote, real reason she lost her coverage, directing people to a left-leaning blog that suggested Edie was losing her plan because of her insurance company's greed, not because of Obamacare. Joining me tonight, Edie Sunby. Edie, thank you so much for being here. And I know, to your credit, you never wanted to make this a political issue. You say you're a registered independent. You voted for as many Democrats as you have Republicans. But the response from Dan Pfeiffer, who responded on a White House Twitter account to your personal tale of what's happened to you, did not make you happy. Tell us.
Well, I'm very, very grateful to be alive. And I know how lucky and blessed I am to be alive. And the two things I think that are of utmost importance, the reason I'm alive today, is because of my medical insurance and because of my doctors. And I find myself in a very uncomfortable and very stressful situation that's a bit overwhelming because my insurance company has completely pulled out of the individual market in California.
Right.
And that's United Healthcare. They're the largest insurer in the country. They're pulled out completely from the individual market in California, so they're gone. And of course, my policy is gone. I have a termination letter, a cancellation letter, just like the other 10 to 15 million Americans out there that are receiving these cancellation letters. So I don't have my insurance company that I love. I do not have the medical policy, the health policy that I love and trust. And now, if I go on a health exchange, I have to choose between my doctors.
Right. You have to choose between your primary care doctors or your cancer doctors, and that's not a choice you want to make. What of it? Because the administration has told us in the wake of the news that, over 10 million Americans are likely to lose their insurance. These are lousy plans. These were substandard plans that needed to go, and they're doing people a favor, basically, by forcing you off of them.
That's absurd. And frankly, it's condescending because it's not true. And, I feel like I'm a loser in this because I've lost my medical insurance and I've lost, and potential to lose my doctors. But really, I think the biggest loser here is trust and respect for government, trust and respect for our leaders. And I hate to say that. I really hate to say that. My plan, and I can only speak for my plan and my story, but my plan was fabulous. I took out this plan. It was a catastrophic PPO plan with United Healthcare called Pacific Care because it's California market. And since 2005, it has been fantastic, giving me total freedom to choose. I have been, with this plan, I've been to Sloan Kettering in New York. I've been to MD Anderson in Houston because I have a very rare and very aggressive cancer, gallbladder cancer, and it's very late stage. And so it has come back, just in the last 2 years, it came back very viciously in my liver and in my lung again. And so I've had to fight. And that's how cancer is. You can fight and think that you're winning, but it's very, very sneaky.
And the ongoing relationship with your doctors is so critical. I mean, I know that United pulled out of the market for various reasons, but its CEO was explicit about the fact that the Obamacare would tip the scales. The White House has rejected that. I've got to run, Edie, but I'll give you the quick last word on Dan Pfeiffer's tweet challenging your account.
Well, I didn't understand that. Why they felt that was necessary, because let's fix this. Let's figure out. It's so complex. It's unbelievably complex and confusing.
And don't blame the victim.
And you can't trust. Right. You really.
Edie, I got to run because I'm up against the heartbreak. So my apologies for cutting you off. But listen, all the best to you. We're praying for you and we're wishing the best for you.
Thank you, Megyn.
All right, we'll be right back. Don't